Common Sense, New Hampshire. Live, raw, and unedited. Call 603-217-5400. We want to hear from you. I'm the voice of Common Sense, New Hampshire, the boss lady, Erin D. And now your hosts, Bernie D., Craig Driggers, and Mad Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special broadcast of the Common Sense New Hampshire radio broadcast. Podcast. Podcast broadcast. Say that three times. How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing? What's
Good.
going on?
I'm doing awesome.
I'm
man.
Craig Driggers.
I can't believe we're here. We're here.
We're
We're
actually-
world
Guys, Matt,
headquarters.
Mike.
So Mike, tell everybody where we are. This is your home base.
Yeah, we are at our proud sponsors' headquarters here in Hooks at PDS. We're sitting in the conference room, and
It's a lovely room.
it is lovely.
It has coffee,
coffee and water.
Starbucks.
and it doesn't have a bunch of background noise.
Oh, yeah.
which
Isn't
is-
that
which
great?
is really
It's like I
nice.
feel like I need to scream and yell.
I
I'm
know,
like,
right?
Brittany,
Yeah,
give
like-
me a beer. No,
So-
no, I'm just kidding.
Somebody play some Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, we're not talking over music.
Exactly,
Or a
this is
bunch
great.
of drunken fools at the bar screaming, even though they're standing a foot away from one another.
So
And
unfortunately,
you get a sober mic.
and we have a
Yeah,
so-
so far.
So the show's going to suck, everybody.
Where's
Someone
their,
are drinking
where's
water
the
and
30
Gatorade.
rack, by the way?
we have actually 5 sober mics. The microphones that we're using, including
God.
never.
Wah,
I'm sorry.
wah, wah. I asked where the 30 rack was. Nobody answered me. Where's the 30 pack?
Yeah, there's no.
Do we have to take a quick commercial break real quick?
Can you shoot Sean? Can you shoot Sean a quick text?
Yeah.
Tell him not to forget to stop at the store and pick
Yeah,
up some
30
some
pack
beers.
Budweiser. And don't forget my bottle of tequila, your mother. I'm just kidding.
There you go.
Yeah.
We love you, Sean.
Yeah, it's one of those things. So,
It's a
all right.
love-hate relationship.
So, as you guys know, tomorrow is Easter, so we decided to do the broadcast today here at the headquarters. We're actually going to be talking to the big man. We're expecting a $5,000 check for the sponsorship. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
10,000.
Yeah.
Is
We're
it
going
really?
to the titty bar after.
Split 4 ways. Do the math on that.
No, well, a couple of things that we definitely want to provide. We got some things that we need to upgrade. We need to get some podcast microphones
Right
I need bigger shirts.
and other things and T-shirts and domain names and emails and you know how it goes.
As the baby
definitely
grows, the baby gets more expensive.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly, and it's going to need some clues.
Yeah, right.
Bigger clothes.
Some shoes.
3X.
Thank God for Erin and breastfeeding this baby because I'll tell you, I don't know where we would be
How
going
does she
with
do
this
that?
one.
Yeah, thank you
Please
for
show
breastfeeding,
me.
Aaron. Thank you
Hello?
very much.
They're dried up.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see if we can get them started.
So it's
again.
dust. Our baby's feet eating dust.
Yes.
Awesome.
Dust.
That's cool.
You can do a little precision delivery, can't you?
Jesus, you are just
You can't
full
say
of puns this
jokes when
morning.
I'm drinking.
Anyway, our phone number is 603-217-5400.
He almost said 617.
I know, again, man. You really want us to be in Massachusetts, Brady. We cut a commercial just a few minutes ago. It took us 5 fucking takes to get it right. And yeah, Bernie gave the wrong number. Of course, I got nothing to say because when we on one of the takes, I said I was Mad Mike. So, I mean, I wasn't really paying attention, obviously. So, but yeah, no, that was
Oh my
fun.
God, that was great.
Wait till you hear the commercial. It actually sounds good because we didn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Because we fucked up 4 times before we actually did the fifth one.
we actually will play that commercial during our commercial break as well. So it's that
Awesome.
little promo.
And now you get the backstory that it took us forever to get it right.
It was great. It was great. Again, phone number is 603-217-5400. We got plenty of topics to talk about. Trigger the Driggers is going to trigger me today. Motherfucker. There was an exclusive story that Fox 25 News did, and we're going to be talking about that during that segment. I don't want to spoil that
Cool.
yet. Unless you've been following us on Facebook, you know exactly the story that I'm talking about.
I don't follow us on Facebook,
Yeah, I
so
know
I
exactly.
have no idea. I don't pay attention to anything. Ever.
So, as you guys know, sometimes we receive texts and emails about advice and this, that, and the other thing. And as a matter of fact, Mr. Craig Driggers received something.
We got something from a listener that asking for some advice, and so it goes a little something like this. It says, "Hey guys, I have an issue that popped up that I wanted to get you guys' perspective on and see if maybe I overreacted to this." And it says, "Wait, where is it? Here we go. The rest of it. I got it now. Okay. It says it's not unusual for my girlfriend and I to get into arguments when we go out and we've been drinking. My girlfriend is in the service industry and has a number of clients that she caters to. Last evening, we were out with her mom, who came up for the first time in a long time, and we had a pretty good night. There wasn't a lot of fighting. We went back to her apartment, and according to this, it says that my girlfriend started to give me attitude, and to avoid an argument, I decided to go to bed. The spare bedroom right off the side of the main bedroom is where her mom was on the futon. My girlfriend was laying down with my mom, with my mom, that'd be funny. My girlfriend was laying down with her mom and on the futon, and they were talking, and I could hear what they were talking about. I wasn't asleep, I was just laying in bed, and I overheard my girlfriend say to my mom, now again, she's in the service industry, she caters to a number of clients, she said to her mom, and I'm not going to give names, according to what it says here, but the guy says, I overheard her say to her mom a name of her client, one of the guys that she caters to, and then she said, the guy I want to be with but can't because he's my client. And then I didn't wait to hear the rest of that sentence. I got out of bed and was like, well, you ladies have a great night. I left I got up and I walked out, and then she and I started talking, and as usual, she made it about me, made me out to be the bad guy, according to what it says here, because I got angry overhearing her say to her mom that she basically wanted to be with someone else but couldn't because he's her client. She said a bunch of mean stuff to me, made me once again out to be the bad guy, and got angry at me because I was hurt that she said that. So I'm still trying to deal with how to handle that, and I'd like any advice that you guys could possibly offer.
Wow.
Hello.
Wow. If you have any comments about this or some advice, 603-217-5400. Does it say she's in the service industry? So sounds like she could either be a waitress or a bartender, a go-go dancer.
She's in love with one of her customers.
Okay.
Is that
well, I does it matter what exactly what she does for work?
No, I
first
mean,
of all,
no. I'm
okay.
just saying.
So no, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, no, I imagine not.
If I'm a bartender, you see all these pretty women. I mean, it's like you're like, wow, and then you get a conversation going and somebody's saying all the right things to you, and next thing you know, you're all goo-goo and gaga over this person going, this person knows me. Next thing you know, it just gets escalated, or a lot of stuff will be said out of contents.
Well, here's the situation here in the service industry, bartenders especially, and even DJs. Unfortunately, I call it the coyote ugly scenario. You have to appear like you're single to a certain point. When you're a bartender and you're a DJ, you got to appear, friendly, but without crossing that line, if you will.
Professional.
You know what I mean? So it's like that professional flirtation, whatever you want to call it, because you want to make sure when people come to the bar, for example, you got to act friendly and making sure that people are happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but in this instance where the line has been drawn and crossed over, I don't, I guess I don't blame the guy for reacting the way he did. However, he did overhear the conversation that he had, the conversation between the mother and the girlfriend, where, you know what I mean? So it wasn't a conversation that he was involved in, but he overheard that. What do you do in that situation as well? So there's a couple of things here that we can really talk about.
Well, it's really easy for me to put myself in the position of this guy. Okay. To sort of imagine what that must have been like to hear. I mean, so he said that he went to bed to avoid an argument in the first place, right? So, I guess imagine it. You're lying in bed and you're already kind of annoyed that you've been sort of pushed away in an effort to avoid an argument in the first place, and you're lying in bed, and rather than this person coming in and trying to make things cool, right? Rather than this person coming in the room and being like, hey, I'm sorry I just snapped at you. I'm sorry I was just an asshole to you. I'm sorry I just pushed you out and made you have to go to bed. Instead, that person goes and goes and lays down with their mom, which I guess whatever, hang out with your mom, that's cool, but and then to say that, to say something like that, to say so and so, the person that I want to be with but can't because he's my client. I mean, that's. I mean,
I guess it's
you know,
wrong in many ways.
There's an old adage, and I'm going to screw it up, but it basically says that the words of a drunk are truth. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So when
so
when a person is drunk, and there's actually a lot of studies. I've looked this up for the morning show on Frank. There's been a number of studies that literally demonstrate that that there's a part of the brain that becomes turned off when you're drunk, and that's why people say this shit that they say when they're drunk, and the next day they're like, "Oh shit, I didn't mean that." The fuck you didn't. You actually did mean that, and there's scientific proof and evidence that suggests that the words of a drunk are honest, and so to hear something like that, I can imagine that guy walking away with the rest of the time that he's in that relationship having to ask himself whether or not this girl actually wants to be with that guy, you know? And that's beyond fucked up.
It sounds like this relationship, right from the get-go, it sounds like it has multitude of problems. It sounds like they argue all the time. I'm going by from what you said in the story.
But it's alcohol-induced, man. And what Craig says about truth serum, I really don't believe. In a point, I do believe alcohol's a truth serum, but there's a lot of fucking people that do some stupid shit drunk and don't fucking remember it.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
You know what?
And that's
so it could
something.
be said,
yeah,
something done, said, whatever.
I gotta admit, that's one of my favorites. Is the shit that gets said drunk that gets forgotten the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I get drunk, if you and I get drunk, Mike, we go out, okay, and for some fucking ridiculous reason, I could never see it happening, but for some ridiculous reason, I said something tremendously hurtful to you, right?
Like I'm fat or something?
No. Beyond that. Something, you know, I can't even imagine, like I said, I can't even imagine a scenario where I did. But if I said something like about your family, you know what I mean? Something I know is going to cut you to the fucking bone, okay?
That would cut me to the bone?
The next day, I might forget that I said it, but you won't.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the difference, okay? As if I said some shit like that to you, something tremendously hurtful to you, the next day, because I'm the one that said it, I'm the drunk, I'm the jackass, right? I could very well be like, you know, Mike, you know, did I say something to you last night? And and your natural impulse would be to tell me to go fuck myself. I'd be like, dude, when you fucking remember what you said to me, then we'll talk. You know what I mean? And I could literally sit there and be like, well, I don't remember what I said. It doesn't change that you're still walking away unbelievably hurt because somebody said some shit like that to you. You know what I mean? So, listen, I fucking deal with this shit all the goddamn time. So.
When she's having this conversation with her mother and she says that, she's still drunk?
I assume.
That's what I'm.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
assume.
I'm,
right.
okay.
Yeah, according to
the mother drunk?
It doesn't
well,
say.
I really
say.
don't think it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's a henhouse kind of conversation.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
I mean, sometimes when you're drunk, things get exaggerated. Did she... I don't know. I guess you know me. I like to play devil's advocate here. Did she say something like that? Well, she really did say that she really wanted to have a relationship with the client, but she
the guy I want to be with, but can't because he's my
this
client.
isn't a sex thing. This is a relationship.
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah. No. She completely said that to her mother. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Aaron hasn't. Aaron's thinking over here, and I don't know. She wants to.
This is definitely a lady input here on this one.
Aaron, we need your input on this one. You're very quiet, and I think it's.
She's about to throw something.
I don't even know where to go on this one.
Well, we definitely want your opinion on this. And ladies, please call us 603-217-5400. What do you do in this situation?
Be part of the show, folks. Be part of the show.
Yeah, I would have to say that even if she's drunk, if she's honestly giving, you know, I guess it would depend. I mean, obviously she's talking to her mother about this, so they're pretty close. But if she's willing to say this to her mother, even knowing that you're next door,